Hello, welcome to Figure Form 45. Thank you for your time checking my video. This is my review of the Modoking, the Batman model kit. Yeah, this is actually a model kit. I've actually made a video showing the full build of this. If you want to check it out, you can find the link up there. If you want to see the full build. Now, in that video, I basically show the full build of this model kit. Now, in this video, I want to show a review of the fully built figure as an action figure. Uh, if you are new to my channel, please leave a like and subscribe if you like my videos. This will really help me a lot in making more of these videos. First, let's check the packaging. So that is actually this is the front of the box. This is actually the deluxe version, meaning that aside from the Batman figure, this also has the bat signal, and it also comes with a certain diorama you can use to display him with the bat signal. I know that there is a version of it, the non-deluxe version, wherein the Batman figure and the bat signal is sold separately. So you have the option to buy these two separately if you don't like them both. But I found it cheaper to buy this deluxe version wherein you can have both. Now this is the side of the box. What really attracted me to this to buy this kit is because of the head sculpt. I mean, from the picture that I saw, that is a really good Christian Bale head sculpt. And believe me, during my build of this, it does really look good. It never failed my expectation. The unmasked head sculpt is one of the best Christian Bale head sculpt that I've seen. Now that is the side. Then this is the other side. Then that's the other side. Bottom, complete blank. So that's for the packaging. Let's review the fully built figure. So this is everything that comes with it after fully building it. So he has two set of alternate hands, which is the open hands and the closed fist hands. Now, I do like the fact that they provided a rubbery hands for this. So that's why during my build, actually, I called this a hybrid kit and not just a full kit, because usually if you are building a kit, this is also something that you build from the plastic that is the same as the runner. But in this case, they provided you with a with a full hands, alternate hands that is made of soft rubber, which gives it an action figure feel. Now, the one that is defaulted on my figure, the one that I put, are the weapon holding hands. So basically, three sets of hands: closed fist, open, and a weapon holding hand. Then he also comes with these three guns. I don't know if you can call these guns, but basically three weapons. Um, this one actually I like because it already has color separation and design, so it is pretty good. But this one, it's just made of pure black plastic. Uh, if you are a customizer, maybe you can add some details on it by painting it or something. Maybe that's something I would do if I had the time. But yeah, this is just made of pure black plastic. So if you had, and since this is a model kit, uh, the sculpted detail is there. So if you want to add some paint there to give it, a little bit more, uh, I don't know, I forgot the word. Basically, a little more design, you have that option. Now this one actually has a, a color separation on the gold one, but again, my problem on this one is that it's not just it is black, but there isn't that much sculpted detail on it. Anyway, these are the three weapons that you have, and then you will also have this three sets of batarangs. By the way, these are already pre-painted. You just have to cut them off the runner, and you're ready to go. So those are the accessories and weapons. Now, as I said, the main reason why I decided to hunt and buy this figure is this. I mean, just look at that. On all sides, that is Christian Bale. This is one of the best head sculpt, really. I hope this company, this is a licensed product, by the way, and I know that on the way they are going to be creating also the vehicles, the Bat Cycle and the Bat Tumbler. I don't know if by saying that correct. It's called the Bat Tumbler or basically the Batmobile. You know the tank that he was driving in the movie, the black tank. I love that scene. Anyway, so going back to this head sculpt, I mean, just look at that. That is one real good looking head sculpt. And they even provided you the neck so that when he's unmasked, of course, the neck would be showing. So that's a good detail for this kit. And same thing as my comment on the hand, I love that they provided a completely separate pre-built head, so giving it an action figure feel and not just a model kit. Now this is the bat signal, and I'm telling you, no, guys, this is an amazing one. So it is articulated here, so you can move it there, and then this also, there's also points there, so it is completely articulated here. I had my doubts with this one, but after I built it, I love this thing. It did not come with a battery, so you need to buy three AAA batteries in order to put it here. I cannot open it because you need to unscrew something in order to open it and put the batteries. But basically, you need to push this in order to turn it on. And it is a very bright light. I mean, just look at that. Now that's a bat signal. See? Amazing. At first, I was thinking it's so barren in the inside, but yeah, actually, I like it. When I turn on the light, I like that it also shows light here. So basically, I fell in love with it with this bat signal. I love it. And I also love the fact that it uses three AAA batteries instead of those very expensive cell batteries, which is very hard to find now. So yeah, if you are thinking if you will buy the normal version or the deluxe version, I'm telling you, get the deluxe version because it's really cheaper to buy the deluxe version instead of buying them separately. And this bat signal is really good. This is amazing. I love these props. Now, on some review, I saw that there are two of this. It's supposed to be this long, but when I bought this, I was only given this one piece. So to be honest, I at the back of my mind, I'm thinking, have I been duped by the seller? Was he supposed to give me two of this? Because there are two of this, which I saw from promo picture. When you put them together long, these are both to be on the front, so I just put it here on the back. So I don't know. For those other guys who already bought this, did the seller give you two of this instead of one? Because I was only given one. Now the problem is I bought this in a toy convention, so the seller is not really doesn't really have a permanent physical store in the mall. It was a toy convention where it is a gathering of all of them, and I think that the seller here is from Manila. I don't. I know that during when I bought from them, they also said that they don't have a physical store. It's more like a warehouse, and they only sell online. Um, so I wanted to actually ask them, but nah, I just let it be because I was under the impression that I'm supposed to be given two of this and not just one. Anyway, it is a good diorama wherein you can put the bat signal and put Christian Bale's Batman here, like he's standing on top of a building. You know, yeah. So this is a good addition. I also like the fact that Modoking is thinking about dioramas. I hope they also uh, develop through this and release more dioramas for their product because this is a good display piece. I usually display him, the bat signal here, and then Christian Bale here. Now for the main figure. Now, not only is the unmasked head good, but this masked head is also pretty awesome. I mean, just look at that. Even they even get, you know, the mouth. That is Christian Bale. Now, another good thing about this is that this is actually removable. So you can take it up and make it look like when you put the unmasked head on, you can take it up and make this look like the cowl. But the problem is the eyes are still there. So whenever I display him unmasked, I usually show him holding this cowl backward so that the eyes won't appear. Anyway, going back to this headpiece, I'm thinking that on their future releases, they can also, as an added bonus, make more of this, showing him, other emotions, maybe an angry face or a teeth gritted face instead of just this plain one. So that's another gimmick they can do with their releases to sell, like a bonus alternate face for the Batman action figure. Now, as for the cape, it is actually a wired cape, which is good because you don't have to custom it anymore and put the wire on it. It has wires on the two sides. My only problem with this cloth cape is, yeah, which if you watch my full build, is that I don't think it is wide enough for him to do for him to do a gliding pose. You cannot do a gliding pose because, yeah, the cape is not wide enough. I think this is more like a Superman size cape instead of a Batman size cape. So yeah, you cannot do the gliding pose because the cape is not wide enough. Anyway, they actually provided you with, where is those? This, I was actually wondering what these are. But when I look at the cape, they are actually familiar. They look the same as the connector of the cape. So maybe they provided you this. I don't know. Maybe if you want to create a custom cape, and then you can, you can put it here so that you can also be attached here. So they gave you two of this. So yeah, maybe that's, if you want to give you the option to create a custom cape and then be able to attach it here without destroying this one. Or maybe possibly in the future they will be releasing a wider cloth, and then you can use those to attach it on his shoulder. Now, I don't know if it is showing in the camera, but as for the details of the detail is actually amazing. There's actually a color separation wherein if you will see that it's like gunmetal. I'm not sure if that's gunmetal gray or gunmetal green. Anyway, it adds, color separation to the figure. It is even here on the ab side, so there's gunmetal green there. I want to call it gunmetal green, but my friend actually said that that's how gunmetal gray looks like. Anyway, it is not black, and it is not also that obvious, so it's kind of mild. So from afar, you will see that like it is pure black, but if you really look closely, you will be able to see the color separation or the gunmetal green. That is also here on the legs there. So I like that so that's how it looks like at the back. There's also gunmetal gray there or green. So when it comes to sculpted details, this kit is not missing any. It has a lot. It has a lot of molded detail. Now, maybe just one of my complaints on the mold of this figure is I think this belt, this waist is a little too wide because I don't know. I find it a little too wide. Maybe I was thinking maybe just to give it articulation, but to be honest, there isn't really. When we got to the articulation, I'm going to show you, but there isn't really that much articulation here anyway. So I think they should have made that smaller. But I don't know. Even when I was building it, I connected the waist. I found it a little, one size over, one size too big. I don't know. Maybe for some of you guys that is okay with you, but for me, it it is one of the things that actually kind of, that I really didn't like of this figure. I think this waist is it's like one size too big. Anyway, as I said during my review of the kit on that full build, nothing falls apart in this figure because it is made in a way that all the things that you put to get together, the final piece basically locks it all together, and it doesn't just locks it all together. It also appear like a part of the molded design. Maybe the only thing that I think was that I didn't like are this one. I don't know why his back looks like that, but basically this too is not just a design there, but basically it also serves as a lock to the build of the upper torso so that it won't fall apart. So I'm not sure if this is movie accurate or it's something that they just put there because, you know, the to put to keep all the parts of the upper torso together. So yeah. So basically I only have two things that I don't like on the mold. The belt, the waist basically is like one size too big, and these two things that are, well, I know you won't be seeing them when the cape is down, but Still, I don't know what these two things are, why they are there. So that's it for the mold. Overall, aside from these two, I think this is a pretty good mold. It is a pretty good kit for a Batman figure. Now, for the articulation, is since he has a ball peg there, so she can do that, and there's also a little articulation in the neck since there's also a ball peg there, so you can look up that far, you can look down that far, side to side. Now let's try to put on the mask head. For the mask head, same thing. You can look down that far, you can look up that far, side to side. Yeah, look at that. I really love this head sculpt. So that's for the head articulation. Now for the hand, this shoulder pad actually can go up like that if you want to put them on out of the way. So it can rotate that far. It can do the T pose. There's no butterfly articulation, but you can move it that far, that much, so it's okay. So there's rotation here, then double jointed. You can go up to that. Then for the hand, there's a single joint then, and you can also it also had a side to side articulation depending on where that ball joint is and how this ball joint is located. So that's for the hand articulation. Now for the torso and the waist, this is what I say is where this figure is a little weak because that's all you can do on the upper torso. You cannot, you cannot look up and down, so that's the only range. Let me see. Let me just, yeah, yeah, go up there. That is the only range it has as far as moving back and forth. No side to side. Okay, there's a little side to side, but same thing, not that much range. And then, as I said, my complaint that this is too wide because maybe I was thinking that maybe that's too wide in order to put the space for the waist rotation, but there isn't really that much waist rotation, to be honest. And yeah, there isn't even that much going. Okay, maybe you can lean back that much if you use them together, but forward, no. There's no leaning forward for this. So that's for the torso and waist articulation. Now for the leg articulation, there's a drop down for it, which is always good. But the range is still just that much, even if you drop that down. Now on the back, it's only until up to that until that stops it. Then there's actually an articulation there. Then that's the range for this. So this is actually not bad. And it doesn't also look that bad. So this is really a well designed kit. For the leg, can do that. Can do side to side. And it has toe articulation. I mean, would you believe that? It has toe articulation. So I like that. Then it can do the bend dam that far. So yeah, not really, not a bad articulation for a kit. And if you will notice, while was doing all this articulation, nothing fell apart. This is a solid kit. This is a well-designed kit. Nothing falls apart. So overall, my verdict for this kit, if you are an action figure collector, maybe you will have second thought buying this because this is a model kit. But if you will look at my full build video on this, it was really not that hard building it. Um, if you want my comments on how on the build and how it is as a kit, you can watch that video. Because there I reviewed it as a model kit, and I commented also on the build. But if you are an action figure collector, yeah, maybe the challenge here if you don't know how to build model kits. But believe me, um, it is really not that hard to build this. And if you're worried about the cutting and sanding, I did not sand any of it because it is undergated. Oh, sorry, I'm going to the model kit aspect again. Again, just watch that video for if you want to, if you want to know my comment on this as a model kit. But as an action figure, first of all, it is 1/12 scale, meaning it is the same size or same scale as a Marble Legend. And 1/12 is basically the most common scale for action figures. So for those people who doesn't buy, DC Multiverse since McFarlane took over because of the scale, this may be an alternative for you. This is also a cheaper alternative because the price of this, including this and this, is basically just worth one action figure now. It's the same price as one action figure, and you'll get all of this. Especially Marble Legends, because Marble Legends are very expensive now. Okay, so that's one plus side of this because it is 1/12, so it is mostly on the 6-inch scale. And then on the detail and paint, you don't have to worry about that because if this first release by Modoking is a sign, it is a very good sign because it is well painted, detail separation is there, so it is a very good looking figure, fully built. Articulation wise, I think it is okay on that articulation wise. The only thing that I think maybe they can improve on is on the ab and waist, and maybe they can think about adding a butterfly articulation. But aside from that, this has a pretty good range when it comes to articulation. So no problem on that side. And also, most of all, they make a pretty good head sculpt, which I think is the main selling point of this figure. Actually, I'm thinking it's the main selling point, but no, this is a pretty good model kit. Everything about this is very good. As a model kit builder, this is A plus for me because first of all, doesn't fall apart. The build is solid, and as I said, if you are really not buying the McFarlane DC Multiverse now because of the scale, this is well scaled. They are in scale with Marvel Legends and the previous DC Multiverse. So guys, if you reach this part of my video, thank you. Thank you very much for the support. And I hope somehow my videos helps you decide if you want to buy or, on deciding whether to buy a figure. So I hope I was able to give you enough information on this specific product. to help you decide. And as usual, goodbye and please take care of yourself.